This video shows you how to install both sliding doors after building up the frame of your wardrobe. First, you should know that this is a two-man job, so get an extra pair of hands to help you lift them sliding doors. The first sliding door should sit on the first rail at the top and at the first rail at the bottom, okay? And I'll show you what I mean in a second. But also make sure that you undo the yellow clip prior to installing, and once you've installed the first sliding door, you can clip this yellow lock back into position, okay? To undo it, raise it slightly towards yourself and turn it clockwise. So make sure that both rollers at the top of the first sliding door sits into the first railed position. So make sure both rollers are on there, okay? And also make sure that both upward facing brackets at the bottom of the first sliding door keys into the first rail position as well, okay? If the side of your wardrobe wasn't barricaded, you could have easily slotted, the first sliding door, through the side of the wardrobe, or you can see that, you can't easily slide it because you've got, that panel there that's barricaded the rail. Rightly so, it is an obstacle or an impediment to fitting the sliding door onto the first slot of the rail. You can get around this by fitting both of the upward brackets into the first rail underneath first, before you fit, them two top rollers for the first sliding door, in the first slot of the rail at the top, okay? So fit them two bottom upward facing brackets first before you fit on, the rollers at the top, okay? In the first slotted rail position, ensure that it is on the first slotted rail position, okay? Get someone to help you with the lift. Do not do this yourself, okay? Health and safety first. And you can see that after fitting the first sliding door, that the rollers are in the first rail position. You can see the gap between, the roller and the second rail position, okay? If the top rollers or the bottom brackets are misaligned, you would need to fit it again, okay? Uninstall then reinstall. And here you can see the gap, between the roller and the second rail bracket. So I'm pretty confident that, this was fitted in properly, okay? Make sure that you check the other end to ensure that, the roller, is inserted into the first rail properly. And so I'm pretty much going to repeat and reproduce the same process for the second sliding door. The upward facing brackets this time around should get into the second rail position and not the first, okay? Both, upward facing brackets and both top rollers should get into the second sliding rail position this time around, okay? So both top rollers and bottom brackets should be in the second rail position. It's important that you take cognizance of where you're going to install both them rollers, okay? Otherwise you'd need to reinstall the second sliding door again, but make sure that you fit the bottom brackets first before you fit them top rollers on the second sliding door, okay? And as you can see, I'm making a note that it should be on the second rail position. Once you've installed the second sliding door from bottom to top, get a torch and visually inspect, where the upward facing brackets slotted into or fitted into, okay? Make sure it's in the second rail position. If it's not, you would need to repeat and reproduce the process up until you're able to catch, the second rail position, or you're able to get the upward facing brackets to latch onto the second rail positions, okay? And you can see pretty much that, the second sliding, downward brackets have perfectly slotted into the second rail position. If you haven't slotted them into the right positions, both the first sliding door and the second sliding door will clash and they could scratch each other and start to peel off, okay? You might not even get any traction when you're moving, both them sliding doors, they just be jamming, okay? If both the sliding doors are moving together, they may just be misaligned in their sliding rail. So uninstall the doors and repeat and reproduce the process until you can 100% make sure that they're in the right rail positions, okay? And on subsequent reinstallation, you can see that the door movements are independent of each other. Okay, they're not dependent on each other. One door moves and the other doesn't move with it, so they're not clashing. And I'm pretty confident that this has been installed correctly, okay? So once you're pretty confident that you've installed your sliding doors correctly, close out them clips at the top, slot them in the other orientation to make sure that, the top frame of your sliding doors are secure. Okay, and close out the other one too as well, and also close out them yellow clips at the underside of the sliding doors. Again, keeping your wardrobe secure and preventing unnecessary play in your wardrobe's line of travel or its movement. Okay, and that's your sliding door installation complete. If you found the information useful, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, helps the channel grow, and hopefully catch up with you later. Goodbye.